The transfer window opens on the 16th. That's Thursday. Closes February 12. Tommy, it's going to be pretty busy, I reckon. There's a few things I can talk about here. Ariath Pjol from your former club, Macarthur FC, I think he's going to be heading to Real Salt Lake of Major League Soccer, which is an interesting move. But for me, the most encouraging thing about that is that the fee's going to be about $500,000 US, which is about 800 our money.
The exchange rate's doing favours for us.
Well, it's not just that, but the thing is, Riley McGree, when he was sold from Adelaide United to Charlotte FC, I think it was, before he did his sort of loan moves in England, he was sold for 820,000 US, Aussie, sorry, I should say. And he was a much more complete, rounded player at that point versus Ariath Pjol, who looks fantastic, but has been in the league for about 5 minutes and scored a wonder goal, which I'm sure doubled his value just there. So what that says to me is that the value of Australian players is rising. And so if you're going to sell a Thomas Waddingham, who's close to the best we've got, you better hope it's at least 4 times that amount. Or with like a 50% sell-on percentage as well, so that if he does move on, you're going to get multiple millions of dollars in the door. Absolutely.
I think it's fantastic that other leagues, America, I think, historically it would be rare for a player to move from the A League to the MLS, but the money over there now, it's obviously gone to another level, and I think it's fantastic that they're looking here for young talent. And I think that I'm a little bit surprised about this move. I think it's very early for him, but at the same time, he does have clear talent. He's such an athlete, and hopefully it all goes well, and hopefully Macarthur can reinvest that back into their squad.
Totally. There's another one to keep an eye on as well at Sydney FC, Hayden Matthews. So obviously there was huge interest in him not too long ago from Portsmouth, incidentally, as well. They seem to be scouting this market really well and trying to pick up the odd bargain. The good thing about that for Sydney FC is I think it might have been $1 million or slightly more than that the last time they bid for him. This time he's a Socceroo. Which means they did well to hang on to him, and the question is, do you wait a little bit longer or do you cash in now? Good problems to have. Maybe not if you're a Fuctale and you're looking for centre-backs, but for the club, that's what it's all about, I think, as well. And
I think for Sydney FC's perspective, I think that, in attack they have so many options, but I think if they were to lose him defensively, I think that does leave a big hole. So definitely one to keep an eye on for Sydney fans.
One last rumour, which is an interesting one, I'm not sure how much there is in this, but it was reported out of Italy, so it's not like we've been sitting around here dreaming up scenarios we want to happen. But Matty Ryan obviously hasn't seen a lot of game time in Roma. There's reports out of there that he could be moving and suggestions that it might be to Australia. I'd be really surprised if that was to happen. I couldn't see him going anywhere other than Sydney FC or the Mariners, who both have good young goalkeepers at the moment. But he might be going somewhere, so watch this space.
One to keep an eye on.